like to kind of point out is a lot of times when newer traders listen to or talk with or hear from people who are consistently profitable or they are winning traders, they kind of have this idea or mantra that this person knows everything about the markets and that they know where the market's going next. And that is not the case, and it actually couldn't be further from the truth. A lot of times the best traders don't necessarily know where the market's going. They handle their losers well and they let their winners run, right? Or they take money where they can and they keep their losses as small as possible, right? It's not necessarily they know where the market's going all the time. It's about creating a prediction, sticking to your plan, managing your risk, managing your emotions, managing your psychology. And once you get those things to all kind of line up, that's where successful trading kind of comes into play. That's where you start to see people who actually start to make money in the currency market. It's about having an edge. It's about having a plan and sticking to that plan. Well, when it comes to trading psychology, right? Let's talk about this. So a lot of times people say, well, Nick, I struggle with trading psychology, right? So I struggle with managing my emotions. I struggle with, all sorts of a wide arrangement of problems psychologically, emotionally, with trading. I can't handle taking losers, or I let my losers get too big, or I stop my winners out way too soon, right? There's a lot of problems that people kind of run into because they don't quite have their trading psychology put together. Now we're going to talk a little bit about trading psychology because it is one of the most overlooked but most important component to actually successfully trading the markets or making money. It doesn't seem like it would be because a lot of times people are focused on, where do I get in? Where do I get out? Show me a strategy that makes money. They don't want to hear about, well, you need to be mentally able to be tough and mentally able to handle drawdown and handle, how to hold your winners when they're right? There's a lot to it that goes beyond just having a strategy that tells you when to get in and get out, right? That's what everybody wants to talk about. They want to talk about, where do I get in? Where do I get out? The reality is that where you get in and where you get out is certainly a component to your trading, but having an edge goes beyond just the chart. Having an edge goes up here. It's like, can you actually maintain consistency? So trading psychology actually doesn't start on the charts, in my opinion. Trading psychology starts in your own mindset about life in general, right? If you have a bad attitude, if you give up easy, if you are stubborn, if you are unwilling to change your mind or adapt or be, open-minded to things, that's going to come into your trading, right? So your mindset in life, your mindset in how you're approaching, the world, it does come into play when it comes time to trade, right? So a lot of times the best traders that I know, personally, everybody that I've met that's a successful trader is a stand-up or nice person, right? They're gracious, they're patient, they're disciplined. They keep healthy, they keep, their mind healthy, right? There's all different, attributes that you see commonly in successful traders, right? That's not coincidence. Successful people generally have kind of a go-getter mindset. They do not give up easily, right? They're patient, they're willing to learn, they're willing to work, right? That sort of stuff goes so much further in trading than people think. And having, problems where, I close my trades way too soon, or I let my trades get way too bad, way too much, or I use huge positions because I want to make money quickly. That sort of mindset is not something that you can fix by looking at a chart. That's something where you have to step away from the chart and you have to say, what is this worth? What am I going to do here to make sure that my approach has some sort of consistency and discipline to it? So how can you do that? How can you change your trading psychology and how can you get that set and get that right? Well, there's a lot of different things that you can do. And I'll share with you guys my personal approaches for improving not just your trading psychology, but your psychology in general. And of course, I'm no professional at this and I'm not, offering advice on how you can be, psychologically perfect or anything, because by no means, none of us actually are perfect. But some ways that help me, at least to improve psychologically, both for my trading and for just my mindset in general, is, I like to listen to podcasts. podcasts, not just about trading, but podcasts about all sorts of things, just open to learning and opening to, any sort of, thing that feels interesting to you. If you just chase it and you learn about it, it's helpful to your mindset. So that's one way. Another way I like to do is, I like to work out. So that is very, very good for your mindset. You probably don't need to hear that from me. You probably know that. Working out is a good way. It's not only good for your physical health, it's also good for your mental health. The other thing that's good for me is taking walks, right? And the other way of saying this, guys, is not necessarily taking walks, but taking breaks, right? So sometimes people get into trouble with their trading because they're addicted to trading, or they really just want to keep trading and trading and trading. And when things go bad, they just want to double up their positions and they want to get crazy with it. And to me, sometimes the best thing you can do is when you feel some sort of gambler draw, if you feel a need to take more trades or gamble your money, taking a break or walking away from the charts is one of the best things that you can do, right? Find a way to remove your trading from your thoughts, right? So a lot of traders, including myself, the best thing that works for me is try not to think about, your open trades unless you're looking at the charts. And let me give you another tip, guys. If you can't sleep when you are open positioned, right? So if you have open positions and you're having a hard time sleeping at night, you are doing something wrong and your trading psychology is not quite, it's not well regulated. So what I mean by that is that if you're having a hard time sleeping at night, if your trades are keeping you up and you are rushing to check your trades all the time, or you're constantly doing it throughout the day, your position sizes are likely too big and your risk is too much, and you're more likely on the side of gambling. And I'm not saying that to kind of criticize somebody who's like that, because I have been there, I have done that. And for me, that was not a healthy way to trade. So now if I'm stepping away from the computer, I'm trying not to think about my trades, right? So keep that out of your mindset, because if you just sit there and think about them and check your trades constantly, it's not going to do you any good. And you might even make one of those other critical mistakes that we talked about, right? Letting your trades get too big, or moving your stop loss where you said you would, stop the risk out, right? It's very important to get all of that trading psychology in check. And again, it's one of the most overlooked but most important components to successfully trading. Professional mindset when it comes to trading Forex is so important. Treating this like a business is what's going to ultimately make the difference between, you being a very successful trader and you just being a losing trader. Losing traders do not have a psychological plan. They do not have psychological discipline. They're running around placing random trades with no plan. They can't stick to a plan, right? Successful traders do the opposite. Everything that's bad about, normal traders who are losing money, they do the inverse. They are patient. They are consistent. They have the same approach. They're disciplined. They know when to cut their losses, that sort of thing. You're getting away from your topic. I would say that I'm not. This is absolutely my topic. You guys are here hopefully to talk about trading Forex, and I'm sharing the truth about what made me successful in Forex. And it's not like I'm a millionaire trader, but this is absolutely my topic. Trading psychology is huge. When it comes to trading, and here on the YouTube channel, I'm not here to just give you technicals and strategies to trade, because that may be what some traders think they want only. But here on my channel, I talk about the purpose of this channel since the beginning, since I started this channel over a year ago and have been pouring into this channel every single day. The idea has been to share ideas and concepts that have actually helped me in my own trading journey, and to share what really made a difference. If you really want to see that, then the sort of rants that I do here, where I talk about, lessons I've learned and things that I've literally paid money to the market for to learn, that is my topic. My topic here on the channel is to talk about the things that made a difference in my trading journey for myself and for other people. So trading psychology is certainly less popular to some of the people, but to those of you who are serious about Forex trading and really want to make a difference, that topic is just as important as the technicals. So just a little heads up there. Again, most people don't care as much about the trading psychology because it's not flashy or exciting or, making money quickly, but it is the thing for me that made such a difference in my actual profit and loss is, managing those emotions and sticking to a plan. In 2019, as we come to the close of 2019, let me hear from you guys. What was your biggest trading lesson of 2019? What did you learn either from making a nice profit in 2019 or from losing money in 2019 when it comes to trading Forex? What was the number one thing that you learned in your Forex trading this year? I think that this might be interesting to hear from, either, give you a chance to reflect on what did I learn, and give you a chance to read from others what they also learned here in 2019. And I'll think about mine as well, and I'll share it with you guys. My biggest lesson when it comes to trading Forex, the most important lesson that I learned in 2019 is next level discipline. So I've been trading for 4 or 5 years ago. I started trading late high school, towards the end of high school. I learned primarily, I built a bunch of trading systems using my computer science degree in college. And the biggest thing that I learned in 2019 is, I'm going to say, next level consistency in my approach. Now, going back to our trading psychology for a moment here, this year I started this YouTube channel, or, this year I really kind of took my, talking about trading and sharing ideas with traders and sharing my trades with traders kind of to a different level. And what that kind of showed me is that having people watch my content and come to my live streams, we've had haters come along, we've had people who are angry, people who are trolls. We've also had a ton of tremendous supportive people like you guys here coming to the streams and showing support, answering questions, putting in the time, putting in the work. I've learned that next level consistency makes a huge difference for me and for so many people. Next level consistency meaning, I make these YouTube videos every single day. I do my analysis every single day, and you guys hold me accountable because I have to show up to do these streams, right? So next level consistency and posting every single day on Instagram, having meetings with other traders, having meetings with my, employees, that sort of stuff, next level consistency has changed my mindset and my trading tremendously. So let me read some of you guys' off. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Position sizing, I like that one. Having patience and don't expect to make a huge amount of profit off the bat. I love that one. Changing the expectation from making a lot of money really quickly, right? Having low position size, Leonard, I love it, thank you. Using a stop loss, yep, if that's what works for you, then absolutely, right? Let's move on to 2019, the best lesson I've learned from trading this year is that lot size and risk management is key. Man, I'm loving those. I'm loving from you guys hearing that position sizing. Whether you got it from my channel or someone else, I don't care. If you hear that and you receive that risk management is important, you guys are on the right track. I'm so happy to hear it. Patience is the key. That's a great lesson. Learn about patience. Keep your trade small. Patience is key. Price action rules. Patience is equal to key. Cut the losers, right? I can't keep trading on without incorporating the ability to take losses. Beautiful. I love it. Patience pays. Patience. Watch a ton of free content. Realize very few concepts actually worked when tested. Test everything you know and create together a proper system with multiple proven concepts. William, I love that. I like that. Let me tell you why. You guys should not be taking what I say on this channel as fact. Just because I say it, who am I? I'm just some guy on YouTube. What I would ask for you to do is take the concepts that I say or that other people say and go test them and see for yourself, hey, does this really work for me? Is this actually gonna be successful for me? Because sometimes something that works for you might not work for me, and what works for me might not work for you. FOMO is a dangerous thing. Price action is key. The number one lesson is practice proper risk management. Absolutely. I learned not to always listen to other people. They lie. Yep, very true. Again, do not take what I say as fact. Do not take what other people say as fact. If I could speak. Go take what they're saying, test it out for yourself, and see if there's some sort of merit there. Keep lot sizes small, finding a suitable trading style. Don't follow others' trading style. I love it. Yep. How much amount is decent? Losses is a part of the game. 2019, I've learned that trading Forex is a basic concept, but it's not easy. I'm currently testing strategies and building my knowledge on a demo account. 2020 will be the year for me. Awesome. Peter says that still working on risk management. My goal is to have Forex as a steady stream of income, right? Don't over leverage your account. Very, very important. This is possible. Made my first withdrawal this year. Keep pushing. Great for you. So happy that you were able to do that. Awesome, guys. Thanks for all your feedback. I know there was more there, but I'm going to try and move on. To get the gist of it from you guys, it's really cool to hear that risk management seems to be something that people are starting to understand. They're starting to get a hold of, and they're starting to say, you know what, if I want to make money in this, you got to treat it like a business. You have to treat, and I didn't see anybody say that. I was hoping somebody would say it, but I think you guys get it anyways. You didn't necessarily say the word business, but you guys, if you want to trade Forex successfully, in my own journey, this is not a casino. This is not a gambling. This is not for fun. I of course enjoy my trading, but it's about trading like a business and treating this like a business, right? I run a business and I also run my trading business, right? I have a trading business and I run my trading account as if it were a business. Does that make sense? Hopefully that is clear, but it's very, very important, guys, to pay attention to that concept of treat this like it's a serious business and that you are the CEO of your own trading account. If you can treat it like that and you take it to that level, you will see some improvements along the way.